mindful parents. I just wanted to jump on today and talk a little bit about infant sleep after spending a lot of time on the phone yesterday with tired, confused parents. I talked with parents of a 3-week-old baby, and I talked to parents of a 9-month-old baby, and everywhere in between yesterday. And the same thing kept coming up for me. And I want to just start by going back to these really tired days in my life where I was like consuming a lot of information. I was like looking at blogs and reading full books because I wasn't sleeping, right? So I might as well be laying in bed reading. And talking to medical professionals. And then I would come home and I would implement these new tips, and there would be this like curve, the failure curve, essentially, where I would like get the information, I'd learn it, and then I'd implement it, and I felt so good. This is the thing that's going to change our lives. And then it would fail over the next 2 hours to 3 days, utterly fail. And all of those attempts just added up to this general feeling of anxiety, overwhelm, and unworthiness. Now, I didn't know that then. I've had to unpack that in the years since, but underlying my inability to get help for myself, to A, be vulnerable and share how much I was struggling, and B, accept support and pay for a coach to help me, wasn't easy because I didn't feel like I deserved it. So one thing that I really want to communicate to you as parents is that the best tool you can model for your child is standing in your worthiness. The fact that you deserve to be a well-rested, deeply connected parent who has the time and the energy and the inspiration to connect meaningfully to yourself, to your partner, to your deep friendships, to your spirituality, and to your child. You deserve that. So do they. And being an attachment parent doesn't necessarily make you have the energy or the deep connection. I have so many parents that I talk to day to day that are like, I can't cry it out, or I can't try anything new because I've fully invested hook, line, and sinker in this attachment style of parenting in which I must be physically attached to my child at all times. And if they cry for even a second, I have to pick them up and stop the tears, stop the big feelings. And while I do really subscribe to the idea that it's a lot easier and it just feels good to be close to your child and utilize that sort of 4th trimester nurturing, I would love for parents to be less attached to a specific style of parenting and more open to a growth mindset, where you know and you trust that your baby's brain and body wants to learn independent sleep skills. They want to be able to go to sleep independently and link those sleep cycles all night long so they're getting the best quality sleep stages, the most quantity of deep, restful sleep or REM sleep that they need. It feels good to be able to meet our own needs for something as basic as sleep and not be dependent on a parent for co-sleeping, breastfeeding, rocking, bouncing, all of the things that parents are doing to get kids to sleep. And then 20 minutes later, they wake up and they've got to do it all again. It can be really hard for parents. And it's actually really hard for kids, these tired kids. So your growth mindset, the idea that we can be patient through struggle, that struggle is actually good for the brain, right? That you can learn what good struggle sounds like and what not good struggle, needing help sounds like, even with a tiny baby who's 3 or 4 months old. If you are wanting more guidance in this realm, if you are like, wow, I want to embrace some growth mindset around my child's sleep and my own fears and my own sense of worthiness, then grab a coach. There's a ton of them out there, right? And I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but I've got some amazing team members coming on, and we are so excited to help you look at the deeper root causes of why your kiddo is struggling to sleep, and then maybe why you're having a hard time coaching them to sleep independently. Because those two things are deeply related, and you can change them. You can change, right? Let me be a testament to that. Whoa. I never in a million years saw myself stepping into my own power in the way that I do every day. I never in a million years saw myself as unfazed and joyful as I do today. And I just need you to know that if you are feeling stuck, if you are feeling worried, if you are feeling lost, there are so many ways that you can support yourself, and you deserve it, and your kiddo deserves it too. I hope that you'll reach out. You can book a free call. You can send me an email, and let's talk about the ways you can support your kiddo getting independent sleep at the same time that you're supporting yourself, or vice versa. You can support yourself and you can support your kiddo getting independent sleep. Okay, I'm going to leave you with a big hug